Hi and welcome, Martina here. Today it's all about sparkle and shine. I will be creating 3 gift tags using the WOW Embossing Fab Foil in the color Teal. To start, I have cut 3 bases for my tags from cardstock, which is craft colored, regular cardstock. And I am now applying the Crafter's Workshop Tacky When Dry medium with a painter's knife through the Alexandra Renke stencil. It's a stencil with smaller and bigger dots, and I'm paying attention that I am not filling the whole space of the holes with my paste, just some random places, and set them aside to dry. When they are dry, the dots will be clear and then they are ready to be foiled. You see, I'm using a piece of Fab Foil which is already been used, and that's totally fine. You just have to probably adjust the foil 2 or 3 times so that all the sticky places got in touch with still colored parts of the carrier sheet of the foil. I really love to use my foils until they are almost, well, transparent. Because the dotted grid, the dotted pattern on my tags was a tad too organized to me. I've been splashing some white ink onto them and I'm just setting them aside to dry. And now I have found some butterfly wings. These are All and Create stamps which I've been stamping with archival ink on vellum paper, and I've just cut them out. I am now going through my swatches to see which color of embossing powder could be a nice match with the teal Fab Foil, and I decided that I'll go with Icicle Teal. It's a white with sparkle, and if you tilt it in the light, it has a tealish shimmer too, which matches nice with the foil, I believe. To make it easier, I've been using a sheet of WOW Embossing super smooth cardstock and just smeared my embossing ink over it, poured embossing powder over it, melted it, and like this I have a big piece of paper which I can work with. I've been looking for some bodies for my wings that I already had on my table, and I'm stamping these 3 bodies onto the back side of my embossed paper so I can just follow the lines of the stamp and I'll have nicely matching bodies to my wings, but I don't have to draw them or do any other kind of magic, which I'm not really able to do because I'm not a drawer. I'm more a crafter and a stamper. First, I believed that I will glue the wings under the bodies of my insects, but finally I decided that I will add the wings on top of the bodies like it would be in nature probably, and it kind of lifts the wings up a little bit if you glue them on the bodies, which is a nice effect. I then had the feeling that the insects needed something more, and I've been using a piece of double-sided adhesive on a piece of cardstock, and I just went through the leftover pieces of my foil to grab the color onto my cardstock. So I have colored or foiled cardstock from which I now cut some tiny hearts, which I will glue onto the centers of the bodies of the insects so they are somehow nicer insects and not creepy or grungy insects, because I'd like these tags to be just nice tags and not creepy. To make the tags, they need ribbon. I've been using some white recycled silk and I've just ripped it into smaller pieces and added the pieces of my ripped silk with a stapler to the tags. I totally love that lately. When I had my insect complete, I adhered them to my tags with some double-sided adhesive foam tape just to give them a tiny erase from the background. And then as a finalizing touch, I will be adding some sentiments. And for my sentiments, I'm using the Everyday Sentiments stamp set from A Pocketful of Happiness. Usually I use stamp sets like this in my Misty, stamp them with black archival ink, pour a whole jar of clear WOW embossing powder over them, and then cut them apart as you see them now lying on my desk. It's just a great way to work in bulks for me and to have sentiments ready whenever you need something. And when the sentiments are glued to the tags, my tags are done and we are at the end. I really hope you liked my process, the tags, and I hope you feel inspired to get creative. We see us soon. Have a nice day. Bye.